How can you spot vintage alt clothing from different eras? Imagine stepping into a room filled with clothing that tells a story of rebellion, music, and youth culture. Each piece of vintage alt clothing is like a snapshot of a specific time and scene. To spot these treasures from different eras, you need to look closely at style, fabric, and details that define each movement. Starting with the 1950s, think of classic rock and roll influences. Leather jackets, cuffed denim jeans, and simple t-shirts were common. These pieces often have a rugged look, inspired by icons like James Dean. The fabrics are sturdy, and the cuts are straightforward, reflecting the rebellious spirit of the time. Moving into the 1960s, the scene shifted to mod fashion and psychedelic styles. Mini skirts, bold geometric patterns, and bright colors became popular. Hippie influences brought loose, flowing garments made from ethnic fabrics like tie-dye cotton and natural fibers. Look for piece symbols or floral prints that show the countercultural vibe. In the 1970s, punk fashion took center stage. Ripped clothing, safety pins, and band patches became symbols of DIY attitude. Leather jackets with studs, torn jeans, and customized garments are key. The fabrics are often distressed, and the details are handmade or altered, showing a do-it-yourself ethos. Disco and glam rock also influenced the scene with shiny fabrics, sequins, and platform shoes, so keep an eye out for those flashy touches. The 1980s brought goth fashion into the spotlight. Think all-black clothing, lace, corsets, and fishnets. The silhouettes are dramatic, with lots of layered textures. Materials like velvet and leather are common, often with silver jewelry or chains. The look is theatrical and moody, perfect for the dark, dramatic style of the scene. By the 1990s, grunge became a defining look. Flannel shirts, ripped jeans, oversized sweaters, and combat boots are typical. These pieces are comfortable, worn in, and often look like they've been through a lot. The fabrics are usually cotton or denim, with a casual, raw feel that captures the angst of the era. Pay attention to fabrics and details. Vintage alt clothing often shows signs of age like fading or wear. Labels from the specific era can help verify authenticity. For example, punk pieces might have hand-sewn patches or safety pins, while goth clothing might feature lace or corsetry. Understanding the music and subculture behind each style helps a lot. Emo and screamo styles from the late 1990s and early 2000s often include tight black clothing, band t-shirts, and layered haircuts. Recognizing these details helps you tell if a piece is genuinely vintage or just inspired by the scene. When shopping for vintage alt clothing, look for pieces that reflected the spirit of the scene. A 1980s leather jacket with patches or a 1990s flannel shirt worn by grunge fans can be powerful symbols of the scene's history. These garments connect you to the music and culture that shaped alternative fashion over the decades. In the end, spotting vintage alt clothing is about knowing the style cues, fabric choices, and cultural influences of each era. It's about appreciating the stories behind each piece and celebrating the history of alternative music and scene fashion.